Good day, everyone. This is Mark Vello, and you're listening to Headline News. Graham: Trump can make the Republican Party stronger, or he could destroy it. Senator Lindsey Graham said he thinks former President Donald Trump could make the Republican Party bigger and stronger, or lead the party to its destruction. Based on Epoch Times reports, Graham made the comment in an interview with Axios over the weekend. He also expressed his support for Trump. His comment comes as Republicans are assessing their path ahead post-Trump presidency. Graham criticized Trump before the 2016 election, but he has supported Trump on major issues throughout his term, disagreeing with him on only a few decisions, including the withdrawal of U.S. troops from Syria. Graham said he could make the Republican Party something that nobody else I know can make it. He can make it bigger. He can make it stronger. He can make it more diverse. And he can also destroy it. The senator criticized Trump following the January 6 breach of the U.S. Capitol and had expressed opposition to his Republican colleagues' efforts to challenge the Electoral College votes. When pressed about why he still supports Trump despite criticizing him, Graham said he believes the former president and his America First agenda are good for the country. I want this to continue. I want to continue the policies that I think would make America strong. Probably the best way for the Republican Party to do that is with Trump, not without Trump, he said. Graham added that Trump has done what former Republican presidential candidates John McCain and Mitt Romney have failed to do. There's something about Trump, he said. There's a dark side and there's something magic there. What I'm trying to do is just harness the magic. Trump has focused much effort on helping the Republican Party take back the House and the Senate in 2022 since leaving office. During a speech at the Conservative Political Action Conference, CPAC, on February 28th, the former president talked of the influence he had on the Republican base and laid out a roadmap for the future for the party. Speaking about his Make America Great Again agenda, Trump said, "I stand before you today to declare that the incredible journey we began together 4 years ago is far from over." He outlined a party platform focused on restoring election integrity, reopening schools, stopping illegal immigration, standing up to China, and breaking up big tech monopolies, among other issues. He has also vowed to campaign against Republican lawmakers who have worked to undermine his America First agenda, such as Senator Lisa Murkowski. A CPAC straw poll conducted with attendees of the conservative event indicated that Trump still commands a solid lead for preferred presidential candidate. When pitted against 20 other potential GOP primary candidates, 55% of respondents said they would vote for Trump in a hypothetical primary. Meanwhile, another 68% of respondents said they would like to see Trump run for president again in 2024. Huawei loses significant overseas market share under U.S. sanctions. Former U.S. President Donald Trump has imposed sanctions on Chinese telecom giant Huawei. Several other countries also followed suit and banned Huawei. According to the Wall Street Journal, the U.S. sanctions have caused Huawei to lose significant overseas market share. Industry research firm Del Oro Group revealed that Huawei's share of revenue from selling wireless equipment outside of China fell 2%. Huawei sales went behind its rivals, Ericsson and Nokia, indicating that the U.S. sanctions against Huawei have begun to show a global impact. According to Del Oro Group, Ericsson's market share overseas increased last year to 35%, up 2 percentage points. Nokia's market share was 25%, up 1 percentage point, but Huawei's market share last year was only 20%. Also, Huawei fell behind Ericsson and Nokia to 5th place in the ranking of the largest smartphone makers. Stefan Pongratz, an analyst at the Del Oro Group, explained, "The efforts of the U.S. government have curbed the rise of Huawei. They're starting to make a difference." Pongratz also pointed out, nations that have enacted or are considering such restrictions, including Australia, the UK, and several other European countries, comprise more than 60% of the world's cellular equipment market. He added, more than 25 European telecom providers have switched from Huawei to another supplier in recent years, and all of this is related to the Trump administration's warnings against Huawei to U.S. allies. Last May, the Trump administration's Commerce Department alleged that Huawei posed a national security threat to the United States and tightened export controls on Huawei. Shortly thereafter, the U.S. Department of Defense also blacklisted Huawei because of its close ties to the Chinese Communist government and the Communist Party's military. Pushed by former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, the U.S. has promoted the Clean Network Initiative internationally, further urging countries to secure their 5G networks and boycott Huawei. As of December last year, more than 50 countries and 180 telecom companies around the world had joined the U.S. Clean Network Agreement and considered Huawei as a distrusted supplier. Under U.S. advocacy, many U.S. allies have banned or restricted Huawei equipment from participating in the country's 5G network construction on national security grounds. In response, Pompeo said on December 23rd last year, "We've turned the tide on the Chinese Communist Party's 5G master plans." This concludes today's broadcast. Thank you for your time, and stay tuned for the next headline news.